My name is Harry. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is December 31st, 2025. It is 6:07 a.m. So I did pretty well tonight. I edited whatever I recorded yesterday, I'm done with. Alright, so I took a while to put a list together. There's a lot of conversation going on right now. There's an article I came across, I posted on my community board just in case if I don't get a chance to read it in a video. It's this one. It's on my community board. The link, it's in the description. This article, 3 people have already seen it. So depending on how fast or how much I said in this video, I might go over it. Okay, so let's go straight on Twitter. Oops. All right. First tweet, I think a JTB video. Yeah. All right, let's see. Whenever I see his video, I quickly put it on the list. All right, first one. They tried to drag Meghan and accidentally triggered a collective "wait, what did she do" moment when even casual or defending her. The hate math is not mathing. Backfire level embarrassing. Okay, so while I was going through Twitter, going my timeline to create the list for you, and I'm seeing things that many of the squaddies have already spoke about or popping up. What I think it's happening, that stupid poll or article that made reference of a poll that they were comparing Meghan with PDD or something like that. I literally just edited that video. Do I have the... I'm working on some thumbnails right now. Not this one. Let me see. I think it's this one. This article. All right? I'm working on the thumbnails right now. This article that they made reference to, and I have JTB's TikTok video making reference to it. So now what happened is that people who, who have known what Meghan is all about and they know about her work, or even people who don't know anything about Meghan, okay, all of a sudden are questioning. I'm telling you, this is a big mistake the UK is doing. This is the thing that the UK should have done when the media in the UK were starting to trash Meghan's name. And this is what got me, as an American citizen, to start creating content talking about her. This is the thing the UK should have done. The people, the little people. Instead, many of them stay quiet, just let the media run wild with their BS. Now they're transferring the same BS in the UK, in the US, and now people are asking questions. And then the squad, okay? Squad from all over the world start throwing receipt. So pretty much what happened is that the article prompted people to ask questions. People who didn't care about Meghan, people who knew Meghan, people who were just minding their own business, or people who was following the Epstein thing, have nothing to do with Meghan, and people who probably just fan of P. Diddy or former fan of P. Diddy, when they see that article, they started asking questions. So people start asking, what did Meghan do? Why are they comparing her with P. Diddy? Because they know the story behind P. Diddy. So why are they comparing a woman who's very simple? Some people probably never heard of Meghan's name, start asking questions. So this is backfiring. And then what I said in the original recording, saying that this is what the UK should have done, the little people, is that the moment the tabloid in the US saw that they're trashing her name or they're comparing her with someone who's been convicted, who's been doing some evil thing, people start asking questions, and it's backfiring. Whatever the article meant to do to trash her name is doing the opposite. Okay? So let's get back to the original recording. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's listen to what he's saying here. All right, so this is exactly what he's saying. That article backfire whatever they were trying to do. Let's listen to him. It's about 3 minute screenshot.
Let's talk about how this stupid ranker.com list absolutely blew up in the haters' faces. Because some mentally challenged individual really sat down, clicked buttons on the internet, and decided Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, should rank worse than a literal abuser, and thought people were just going to nod along? Yeah, no. What actually happened was the opposite. The second the list hit Instagram, TikTok, Threads, everywhere, the comments turned into one big collective record scratch. People weren't piling on Meghan. They were asking one simple question over and over again. Wait, what did she even do? You scroll the comments and it's wall-to-wall confusion, disbelief, and people straight up saying, this is weird. This makes no sense. And why are we comparing a woman who makes jam to an actual criminal? And that's when the support kicked in. People who hadn't thought about Meghan in years were suddenly like, hold on.
Exactly.
Why is this woman getting so much hate? Others said they actually liked her, found her charming, enjoy her show, or now wanted to check it out because of how unhinged the backlash looks. And then Still We Rise steps in and said what everyone was already thinking. This comparison is insane. A woman who stood up to racism, married who she loved, and lived her life does not belong anywhere near the same sentence as a violent man, period. And let's be clear about something else. Ranker.com is not a credible source. It's not research. It's not public opinion. It's not a poll of society. It's a crowdsourced click site where anyone can upvote or downvote endlessly, where rankings can be brigaded, manipulated, and skewed by the loudest and most obsessive people online. No standards, just losers. So this list doesn't tell us who's most disliked. It tells us who needs to get back on their meds. So congratulations to the haters, truly. You tried to embarrass her, but instead you reminded the world how insane, sick, and frankly creepy this hate campaign is. You didn't expose Meghan. You exposed yourself to be the derangers you truly are. Because when people who don't even follow royal drama are coming out like, this feels wrong, you've lost the plot. Ranker.com wanted outrage clicks. What they got was a comment section full of people defending Meghan and questioning why she's even a target. Backfired spectacularly. And that's the read. This is the notorious JTB, notoriously opinionated, signing out.
Okay, like I said, this is what was lacking in the UK the moment the media start hating on Meghan for absolutely no reason. You think the American people gonna sit down and let the tabloid run wild with some stupidity when Meghan have been minding her own business? It's the same thing that happened to me. Like I said, I knew Meghan was an actress. That was it. That was it that I was aware of Meghan. I didn't even know she was on Deal or No Deal or anything beyond being an actress. That's it. But the moment she married, I didn't even know she was dating Harry, okay? But the moment she married Harry, I was like, oh, I'm happy for her. That was it, okay? Because I used to think very highly of the royal family. So I was happy for her. She married Prince Harry, I knew Harry, but never followed them. But once the headlines start popping, the first, I will say, I'll blame myself on this. Maybe the first 3 headlines or maybe 4. I'll read it and then move on, then even think too much about it. But when it was being consistent, okay, you see, occasionally I will share with you some articles on my community board that have absolutely nothing to do with the royal family or Meghan, but politics, things that I see that's interesting. These are the kind of headlines sometimes I used to see about Meghan. So when I click on it and read, and I'm like, wait a second, that can't be. And then I went on my research. This is the same thing that they're doing to people who don't even care about Meghan. All right? Because the kind of work, their principle, their ethic, their interest, their kind that the thing that they want to do and that they are doing does not align, or should I say, don't align with that stupid headline that popped up yesterday. I didn't even read the article, but I saw the headline and I share it with you. Actually, I just finished edit some of them and I'm working on thumbnails and different things. All right, it raised the radar for well-minded people in the US, and then it backfired. The UK do not know any other way. The same stupid blueprint that they use on Princess Diana, they're doing it with Meghan. And then the moment they transfer it here in the US, this is where everything is gonna be exposed. People who didn't even care about Harry and Meghan, now they're making them care. All right, so let's read some of the comments here. Okay, keep in mind, hating Meghan Markle is $1 billion industry. It will never stop. Too many people make a living off of it. All right, these are bogus emotional support polls for the royal family. They always come out every time that family is being dragged and clowned on social media. There's that here. Okay, oh, perfect. Just reminded me to stack up on the gem and to even more support her way. Cheer for the free promo haters. God's dispense. That's an ad anyway. All right, thank you so much for fact-checking Ranker. I called them out long ago of being a non-scientific poll and people needed to stop sourcing it. They do no statistically analysis because they do not gather the information correctly. They use biased question, no random sampling, etc. Nah, I think this was a campaign from the UK because they don't like all the positivity that's coming, that Harry and Meghan are getting in the US. And that I think, okay, this just popped up in my mind right now. I think they were, what's the term used? Preparing, or there's a term for it. Proactive. I can't think of the word. Hopefully when I'm editing, just look on the screen if I remember. They were doing, because they don't know what Harry and Meghan will be coming up with on 2026, okay, in terms of work-wise, okay, the product that Meghan's are doing will be promoting comes next year, well, tomorrow pretty much. So they were trying to proactive, what's the term, when you're trying to hit something before they hit you back, when in fact Harry and Meghan are just minding their own business. So they were trying to poison people's mind before Harry and Meghan come with whatever product they're gonna come next year. Remember, like, well, we're still in 2025. Earlier this year, when Meghan went to the beach in white 2025, and then we got to see all of those positive things about Meghan. So that was a proactive, okay? Start poisoning people's mind. So when Meghan come out with whatever product, they will think negative of her. That's what I think that yesterday's tabloid or headline came about. Okay? But they're not fooling American, especially the African American community. Alright? So you're not gonna fool us. Okay? All of this is calculated. And let's not forget as well, Harry's gonna have a lawsuit come next year. I don't know. They said earlier in the year, I don't know if it's in January or February, but it's coming. All of that play a role in it, trying to poison people's mind. Okay, all of this is calculated to distract from the failure of the so-called royal family and hoping to break Meghan in the process. They want to wear her out. It will never work. All right, seeing her picture next to that pariah was upsetting, and I thought I was past letting this me campaign upset me. Oh well, time to order some as Everett brought. All right, try to break the unbreakable, you're gonna get burned. All right, let's go to the next tweet. So this one I come across, that's Omid. It seems like he's showing his presence on Twitter. This is Omid. Okay? A thought for 2026. Perhaps the UK press could start saving its vitriol for those facing allegation of or conviction for rape, abuse of minors, and criminal wrongdoing, rather than the usual pile-ons aimed at migrants, successful non-white people, and women they don't like. Okay, maybe you should read better press, you watch GB News. The public has some accountability here too. If pile-ons aim at migrants, successful non-white people, and smear women then sell, they won't be printed. It's the same here in the US. We have created the media environment we live in. Sadly, don't hold your breath, as it's getting worse, not better. We have a choice, okay? Now I think what Trump has turned the US into, that even though, you know, African Americans said they're taking a break and things like that, they're paying attention. So now many of the same stupidity that's happening in the UK is happening in the US. Things will be exposing more and more. All right, let's go to the next tweet. There's more comment, but let's move on. All right, so there's this here. I don't think this is going the way, what's that? Let me pause. Patricia Treble thought it would. Who's Patricia Treble? Royal Family Game Theory. Okay, I don't know who this person is, but this person tagged them. I don't think this is going the way Patricia Treble thought it would, probably because men like Prince Andrew and P. Diddy exist. She's getting cooked over on Threads and on X for this ridiculous article. What's the article? Opinion: Meghan Markle was poised for a huge year. Instead, she's our most disappointed celebrity of 2025. Yeah, that was the campaign. They started since yesterday. When this, okay, December 30th. Okay, that was the campaign. They're preemptive. That's the word. Preemptive. Preemptive for whatever Meghan is gonna do come 2026. So they were just starting to poison people's mind about her. But it backfired. Okay? It backfired. That's the word. Preemptive. They were preemptive people. Meghan, whatever work she was gonna have coming 2026 and all of that. What I've realized, I've spoken about this in some videos, about being in the celebrity aspect or stage or whatever. It could be musician, actors, whatever that considered to be a celebrity. You need to have a huge, strong believer in your faith. You have to have a strong believer in your faith. This will be your shield, because and I think this is what's saving Meghan as well. The reason I'm saying this, because the moment she married Harry, she got involved with Harry, not even married, dating and things like that. The moment the royal family was aware of it, their evilness start coming out. But Meghan's faith was too strong. And then when they try to smear her name or try to dig up into her past, they did not find anything. Meghan's faith was very strong, and people don't survive that well when you are in Hollywood. There is a I cannot freaking explain this, because this spiritual world, you have to have confidence on that true God, the true God. You have to believe in it in order for you to be a survival of this kind of business. You may not get the right. Oh my God, Meghan is the perfect example. She didn't get the blockbuster role where she will be, let's say, I don't know, the main character or anything like that. But what was happening is that she was getting smaller roles, and she appreciated, and she's working her way and little at a time. Guess what? Her bills were being paid. She was still able to do some of the things she enjoyed to do. She was living a comfortable life. This is the way many young people should go about their life, even if it's not about being a celebrity. Whatever your path to your career may be, okay? You may not get the top job right away, but little at a time, make yourself comfortable, at ease. Remember, these are the things I used to say people need: food, shelter, and clothing. Anything beyond that is just extra. So many people want that extra without having the foundation of the three soul thing: food, shelter, and clothing. They want that extra to show off when they're not even living their lives. So Meghan was living her true life, her true self, with what she was able to have in terms of funds and financial security and things like that. And she didn't do anything extra. I guess unethical fits better. She didn't do anything unethical to get that extra kind of glamour, flashy kind of things. Okay? To have that blockbuster cast or whatever. You know, she applied for, I mean, people who've been following her probably know more about that than me. But from what I'm seeing is that she lived a very comfortable life. She probably went for a role. She didn't get it. She was like, okay, I'll go for another one. And she worked her butt off to get whatever she was able to get. And she's satisfied with it. It's that some people are not satisfied with what sometimes God is just testing you to see, you know, what I have for you further. I want to see if you could handle it. Once I bring you to that level that I see I have for you, can you handle it? So you have to start at the foundation level in order for you to be able to maintain the gift, the ultimate price that God had set for you. Okay? And I have said, the thing that Meghan is doing, it's so very risky because there's so many eyes on you and many of those people want her to fail. And she was like, I'm just doing my thing. I enjoy doing this. You know, so this is the kind of confidence a lot of people, including myself, okay, by looking at her and seeing the way she move around, not personally, but from a distance, comfort of my home, you know, this is what I'm seeing. The self-confidence of knowing your capability, what you could put out there, it's a gift. It's a gift. Kudos to Miss Doria. Okay, let's not forget Miss Doria in this aspect. Okay, may God continue to protect her and see her grandkids live a fruitful life and be there to support Meghan and vice versa, and have that foundation that those kids need. You know, Meghan, you know, have what Miss Doria have given her, the foundation, but the ultimate foundation is Miss Doria. And if Miss Doria's mom was there, that would even be much better, because they see things many of us don't see. They have the root all the way down to the ground. They know the root of things. So that would have been passing on, you know. But life have a different story. She get what she has, and I'm glad she has Miss Doria still around to help her raise those kids, to, you know, to have that root foundation of things. But anyway, did I read this? Yes. Okay, let's play the video. It's playing. There's no sound. Okay, let's pause here. Meghan has been paying your rent since the day of OG Twitter, original Twitter. Thank her. You dusty old Karen need to pay more mind to your own kind. Another untalented writer hoping to capture on the manufacturer hate for Meghan and the goal being noticed. You can smell her inadequacies, Patricia Treble. Your writing sucks. Your attempt to present a coherent argument scream the student, and your point of view is as bland as you are. If tofu was an article, it will be this. All right, let's see here. She went on the article and reading some of the comments. All right, so you guys could pause and read. I'll focus on the Twitter aspect. Oh my God, I saw this yesterday. I didn't put it on my list to share with you, because once I start talking and then, you know, I say what's in my mind, and then once I'm editing and then give myself work and remove it. So I didn't put that on the list. I saw it. Just read, okay? It's almost done. Pause wherever you can. If I read it, it's taking more. They're just dragging her. This is definitely clickbait. Bait because disappointed where she has a stellar year and everyone knows it, even people like you, so much so that you're writing about her and not the British royal family. Okay, so they're dragging this person here. Why our celebrity? I thought Meghan was an irrelevant nobody. Those obsessed idiots aren't ashamed to sell hate for money and Meghan's name. Disgusting. If you go back to, if you're my members, go to that video that I have regarding AJ, Anthony Joshua, because these are the foot soldiers that they're unleashing, I believe. Whatever it is that they did to get money or whatever, but these are people they're paying to get onto the disperse other people they have not corrupt the mind. They already capture mainstream media. They capture whatever they could get their hands off to form of communication, the newspapers, outlet, and stuff like that. But there are people who are not even following those kind of things. Like I said, I took out, my house does not have cable, so I don't watch CNN and MSNBC. I don't have that. Okay, so people who's not following these media's outlet, they are dispersed on social media, and people who have a lot of subscribers and followers. So if they don't have that root, that true ethical behavior, core values, okay, and they'll do anything for money, these are the people they paying to spread stupidity for the disperse other people. I don't know, I'm making up word. Disperse other people who's not who don't have cable, or who's not reading let's say Wall Street Journal or Washington Post, this kind of things that they already have corrupted. All right, so they're going to their foot soldiers, the others who will do anything for money to further ruin the mind. What they want is the mind to be empty. They want people's mind to be empty. They could tell you any stupidity and you believe it. And then when they get your blood boil, get upset, and then you go out there and do stupid things for them, okay, like January 6th, okay, this is what they want. All right, she doesn't care. Most of her posts have less than 5 likes. Now she has a bunch of comments and traction. She got what she wanted. All right, let's go to the next tweet. All right, the key thing here is empty minds that they want, because they want to control people. All right, so there's that here. Right-wing media lies, royalists lie, but numbers and data never lie. 100%. Behold, Google stats from the past 12 months, Harry and Meghan on top globally. Okay, Meghan's holiday show, number 7 in the UK. Kate's holiday show, number 42 in the UK. The royal family fumbled the bag. I don't know why the royal family keep on inserting themselves in that freaking one-sided competition. These are the numbers. All right, the blue is Meghan. You can see it's top. All right, it's peaking almost everywhere. She's, whenever she come out, she step out and does something. Prince Harry is red. There he is here. Harry doesn't do too much. Many of his things, there are, oh my God, there's so many things I need to share with you with Invictus and things. I do not have time. But majority of the thing Harry have been doing are very private and secretly. But once people know about it, it picked. Okay? Catherine, Princess of Well, there's the yellow here. It picks here. William is green. Oh my God. Almost flat line, but pick little here and there. All right, so that's that. Let's read some of the comments. All right, the most popular royal is trending in the UK. National news yet again, Meghan. 14.2. All right, that's it. Let's go to the next one. Telegraph. Okay, this might be the last one for this video. Lately, I've been trying to keep my videos for 30 minutes. I talk too much on this one. All right, that's this here. Okay, so this is V who retweeted the Telegraph. The Telegraph is Prince Peggy's mouthpiece. Look at them trying to position the Waleses as modern royals in an attempt to draw a comparison with the Sussexes and their impactful work. It's all for show, and by all means, expect this to flop too. Oh my God, she's been putting some videos out. I need to watch them. Yeah, I have no time. All right, the Telegraph. For those who may not know, V Sussex said she has a YouTube channel. Go follow her. She was one of those. I remember the very first videos of her that I saw. Is the Maya Angelou video "Still I Rise"? That was the very first video I saw of hers. Okay, so these are the original squaddies. Okay, they've been in the game way before me. Alright, so she retweeted that the Prince and Princess of Wales will place real emphasis on British businesses, skills, and creativity, as well as unsung community heroes, and at least one engagement a month in 2026. Read more. Oh my God. Prince and Princess of Wales to back the best. And when they say, alright, they just throw things out there, but they don't follow through. That's the thing again. No substance, just looking to ride more coattails of the doers. Okay, nothing they do is tangible, just fluff and taking people's credit. Let's address this. I don't want to go into that, okay? Yesterday, I purposely avoid her image. Okay, we are told 1.7 million people waiting for a GP is a resource issue, while King's normal 6.6 billion acre empire include actual UK land charging NHS millions in rent. It's funny, British heritage always seems to involve the public paying a billionaire to use their own land. Alright, so there's all of that. Okay, one engagement a month. However, will they cope? Imagine going to work 1 day per month but getting paid millions. Will and Kate are grifters, i.e., swarming about. You know what I like sometimes? The headlines, probably when they're thinking about the headlines, they were so proud of themselves. Oh, I'm going to work, I'm this. And then once it goes on social media, the people shred it apart. Swimming about doing nothing except pointing at things, patronizing people, and hoping for a photo shot to appear in one of our phony right-wing tabloids. It's the same every year, and headlines telling us that these two are really going to be getting stuck in on some cause or another in the year ahead, and we should be in awe. The reality is they turn up to a few engagement for a photo app, then piss off on another holiday. Nice. So these conjurers will visit a pub or foodie once a month and call it work. Does that say one engagement a month? They aren't doing themselves any favor. That's what I'm saying. All right. So this is the last one. This will be interesting considering that, unlike Meghan, many of these brands Kate wears don't seem to benefit from having her wear their clothes. Sapphire and LK Bennett, to name a few. All right. So that's that. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so I'm going to do another video. It's still one list, but I decided to cut it once I reach 30 minutes. The next tweet is going to focus on this. We're going to start with this. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.